Apparently, after Idubbbz apologized to Ethan Klein for saying that disturbing rumor about his children, Hasan Piker got really upset and started going crazy. Let's check this out. Don't forget to hit the like button and the hype button. Also, subscribe, all that good stuff. And check out channel memberships. It really helps out a lot.
Because I'm fucking tired. I just traveled for the last week. Give me a goddamn break, please. You said you were going to do more fun stuff? Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. And I didn't even get to cover the Idubbbz apology to Ethan thing, which I don't think he should have ever apologized to Ethan Klein. Let's be real. But if it gets his ass, if he gets his ass out of costly litigation, even though it's like totally defensible litigation, you know, you got to do what you got to do. A little bit of pressure from Moist Critical, by the way, and Ethan Klein folded like a fucking picnic table. Folded like a goddamn napkin. Ethan Klein has dropped his defamation suit against Idubbbz after being widely mocked online. He had attempted to sue Idubbbz for showing a comment written by streamer Destiny accusing Ethan of molesting his own children. Klein has not yet sued Destiny. Klein, after Idubbbz films an apology for the message he did not post, wrote, "I appreciate the thoughtful apology. I've instructed my attorney to drop the lawsuit." Ethan Klein's only statement on potentially suing Destiny for the message is, "Destiny was joking." God, he is fucking... God, Ethan is so nasty. So fucking nasty. Straight up. All right, drop the rest of the fucking suits then, big guy. You know? Like, this is why I wasn't so critical of Moist Critical. Because a little bit of pushback, and I think it forced him to buckle.
Word, son. You heard that, and you thought that Ethan Klein was the nasty one in that situation. You heard what Idubbbz did involving his children. And you like, yeah, we still hate Ethan. Whoa. Yeah, nah, bro. You might need to seek therapy. I don't think that what Idubbbz did was okay just because you don't like Ethan Klein. Know how crazy that sound, bro? That sounds so nuts. Like, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Something gotta be wrong. Like, whoa, how could you spin this? And I think you just read Ethan Klein dropped it, right? He was like, okay, you apologize, cool. And you mad? You upset about that? You act as if you was going to support Idubbbz financially. Now, I know you probably would let his husband and nieces stay at your house. I can already see y'all doing pajama live streams. Ethan is going to just roast y'all over there on his show. Especially due to the fact that Idubbbz is going to be in the corner watching the whole time. My bad. Anyway.
Him to buckle, you know? A little bit of pushback, and he was far more, you know, he was far more responsive. Obviously, we can fucking talk our shit on this side of the internet all day, every day. The reality of the matter is, no, it's not even a loss of subscribers. He's been losing. He's been hemorrhaging subscribers nonstop, partially due to this like battle that he decided to wage against anyone and everyone that's ever like made him feel bad, right? Or called into question his comments. Here's the thing. The reality of the matter is the entire commentary sphere on the internet is unbelievably slanted to the right. Okay. You know this already. You've seen it already. I am a recipient of their endless amounts of hate. But when it's Moist Critical that comes out as like a major content creator who's like, this is kind of fucked up, what are you doing? All of a sudden, all of the forces of the internet commentary sphere will take a second look at what Ethan's been doing and maybe realize that this wasn't a legal pursuit that they should be celebrating.
Well, first of all, I truly believe that Moist Critical was wrong. He was super wrong in that video he dropped. He was bugging out with that one. Word. But I also believe that when it comes to what Hasan Piker just said, where commentary political ideology is lie, I think that's wrong too as well. Most people are actually kind of like me within the commentary or even drama space to where they're not picking a side. I'm not picking a side. There's a lot of conservatives that rock with me, but that's probably just my being a Christian blending in with people who are conservative. realistically or just honestly, I'm not on any sides. I call whatever I think is nasty out from wherever I see. But Hasan Piker is nasty. So he's super nasty. He falls right into that. So let's get back to cooking him. Horrible, yo. He's just a horrible person.
Suit that they should be celebrating. That's what it takes sometimes. Here, let's see what Idubbbz said before I end it then.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to be talking about a very important and heavy topic for me. If you're unfamiliar with the context of any of this, I'll give you a brief rundown. But that is not the main purpose of this video. I do think it's important to share a little bit of my side of the story, but I don't want to take away from the purpose of this video, and that is to apologize to Ethan Klein and his family, especially his kids. Basically, Ethan is suing me for having rebroadcasted a statement made by Destiny on my stream. I did display the very disgusting comment for 40 minutes, and it was wrong. It was a comment from Destiny, and I even said that I don't agree with it, but it sort of highlights how I knew that it was a wrong thing to put out there into the universe and show people. Regardless of the point I was making, it was wrong. I was angry, and I was like, how do I get this guy to, one, not clip me, not mock me and harass me on his live stream, and two, this guy's a fucking bully. I'm angry. I'm angry that this multimillionaire is silencing people and suing people who have a much smaller audience than he does, and can barely defend themselves. And so I'm angry. I don't like bullies. So I wanted to do something that would have an impact. And, without checking in with myself of whether or not that was a right or wrong thing to do. I justified it in my head at the time. I was like, okay, well, it's not my words. And it's actually said by a really bad guy, Destiny. Not a fan of that guy. It's very clear that it was never the right thing to do. It was a comment about Ethan and his children. And it was disgusting. I said at the time in the stream that I don't agree with it, but still sharing it and broadcasting it to people for 40 minutes. That was an irresponsible and reckless thing to do, especially for parents. Like there are many parents with kids out there who do not want to see that shit, and it's painful. And I'm sure it was extremely painful for Ethan and Hila to read that shit and have it pop up again and again and again. And just because it's coming from a piece of shit guy, and I'm showing it to people like, look what this piece of shit said. It's wrong. It's wrong to do. And I didn't come to this overnight, right? Like
to be frank, I'm angry. I do not like Ethan. I think he's doing a lot of...
Okay, I don't even think this is like a negotiated settlement, forced apology. I don't think he's a hostage video. Kaceytron's video had far different vibes. I think this is genuinely Idubbbz. Yeah, no, I think this was his own personal decision. I have not talked to Ian at all, so I have no idea. I'm just purely speculating. I know for a fact that the Kaceytron one was obviously a hostage video. That was the Kaceytron one was very clearly a forced statement where that was like straight up scripted by Ethan's legal team or Ethan himself.
Yeah, Hasan's a clown, bro. The way he be moonwalking and avoiding like stuff right in front of him, just clear evidence. Idubbbz just admitted that he knew it was wrong, it was false information, and he still spread it because his feelings was hurt. And you start talking about a whole bunch of nothing. Kaceytron's video, even if it was scripted, was it not true? Was it not true though? Did you actually help? Are you implying that she lied under oath? Nah, that's crazy. That's good. You imply that she's just a liar? Well, yeah, of course she is. Just like you are. Just like all your flunkies. It's a whole bunch of nasty work over there. But it's just amazing that you ain't saying nothing about him blatantly admitting to what he did to Ethan Klein and his children. Speak on that, commentary man. Speak on that. You don't want to talk about that? Because you know your friend is wrong. You know your friend is living real foul for what they did. But nah, you ain't gonna call them out. You ain't gonna have him take accountability for his actions. Nah, why would you do that? Why? When he could be like you. You said Lion's OP, right? Where do you think he learned it from? Mr. Lion is OP himself.
Scripted by Ethan's legal team or Ethan himself to maximize the damage and to max out on the humiliation, making Kaceytron apologize to Asmongold, Nick Fuentes funnel Asmongold, self-described Nick Fuentes funnel Asmongold by the supposed anti-Semitism destroyer, Ethan Klein, who directed Kaceytron to literally apologize to Asmongold. I just want to point that out one more time. Mr. Anti-Semitism Annihilator, Ethan Klein supposedly did that. And, you know, the whole part about like Hasan hasn't like defended me or whatever. It doesn't matter. Obviously, for people with working brain cells, they very quickly understood what that was. With Kaceytron, Ian's apology was not done to avoid the lawsuit. It was done because he felt like it was something he wanted to do for himself. Yeah, I can see that. In any case, you know, I obviously disagree with it. I don't think he should have apologized for it. But if he felt the need that he wanted to apologize for showing someone else's comments, Ian has said this 2 other times already. It's just after the Moist vid, Ethan said he wanted a sincere one and he would drop the suit.
That's crazy. Yo, fam, you're still here trying to justify what Idubbbz did like he was in the right. Nah, son, you was in the wrong. And this is why Idubbbz was able to try to get that off. Leaving it up for 40 minutes, I don't care who made the claim. When you take that, screenshot it, edit it into your live stream so it could be the overlay for everything, you know what you're doing, bro. You know the campaign that you're taking part in, and you're still choosing to do it. So I do believe that Idubbbz should still be sued, bro. This whole situation is insane. But tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. And tell me what you think about Hasan Piker and what he had to say about the Idubbbz situation as well. Tell me what your opinion is. Also hit the like button and the hype button. And watch more videos. I'll upload a bunch. I've seen a few people in the comment section telling me, yo, man, put more energy into your commentary. No. I'm a real cool, calm individual. So it's gonna stay how it is. I'm me, man. And this is my regular voice, so